When we come back.
Go ahead, DJ Jazzy Jeff, bring us back.
Yep.
We are back, and the microphones are unmuted. GG.
Yeah, better than last week. They were
I
muted for a
can't-
minute.
I can't say anything. I used to mute them halfway through, so.
Only yours.
Well, that yeah, something was going on with yours. I just
Yeah.
completely forgot to unmute.
Welcome back, everybody. Our adventurers have been working their way through this mansion with the greatest of ease.
Yep.
Struggling to find any kind of trigger mechanisms for doors, any kind of clues as to what they're doing. However, they have found some zombies, and they've also found a journal.
We're really good at combat.
Tells you the very sporadic writings of Kern Skinner, how he lost his partner, wife, friend Louisa, and how he had vowed to bring her back. You also found out that he was going to use Brian as his final test.
You are muted, Scott?
Am I?
I am not. Scott.
No.
What?
Could you not hear me?
Wait.
I hear you.
I could.
Fine. I was listening to your introduction there, how they have Brian. He's going to use him for the final test.
It was giving me
It was me.
You muted me.
No, when I was adjusting my headset, I turned the volume down.
Okay, well, I just gave a recap to everybody else.
Did that turn down the volume in OBS as well, or just
no?
Okay.
I just gave a recap to everybody else. You know the deal. You're Ignis, the sorcerer. You know everything that happened to get to this point.
Sure. Yeah.
Just that Brian was the latest subject of the tests, and that Kern was trying to seemingly bring back somebody called Louisa.
Yep.
That was pretty much it. As you left it, you found out that there was a zombie standing very close to a peephole into the room next door. Can't really see too much else because the zombie's head is very close to that door, and that it's dark. That's pretty much all you know.
It's dark.
It's dark. What you do recall, though, Cain, is that you sensed a number of undead in the proximity. I don't know if we've lost Jesse or...
Yeah, I was...
Possibly.
Yeah.
It's because he's looking like a fool with all of his vaping. It's freaking so loud, it's like Rich is back in here again.
Up there he is.
You dirty vapist. Okay.
All right. Sorry,
okay.
internet went funky.
What are you guys doing?
We still have...
Another door down below.
Yeah.
The door below you, there's a door to your left as you come out of the room, or directly at the end of the corridor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Probably check
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm just sitting down here waiting for you guys to get in a position so we can open it again like we did the first one.
Go for it.
All right, fling the door open once again. I'm off to the side of it.
Okay. Do you fling the door open?
Whoosh.
It's an empty room, old storeroom, really dusty, lots of cobwebs.
Can we take the next 45 minutes and do a thorough search of this room down here?
Yeah, go for it. Roll me some investigation.
I'm kidding.
I'm not. Let's all roll because we're all going to get a total of 7.
Okay.
Yep.
As you look at some of the boxes, some of the crates, it looks like it's a food store. Most of it appears to be moldy. There's some sort of grain. There's some preserves. There's just a general food store. Obviously, was being used for the main food source for the house. Doesn't look like there's anything really here that you can take. I mean, you're welcome to take it, but it doesn't look like it's going to serve you fantastically.
Unless I sneak some into Cain's bag when he's not looking.
Would love to see you do that.
I'll turn my attention to the far door. I'm not gonna open it per se, but I've got an arrow knocked and ready. And
okay.
I guess I'll go ahead and open up this door.
Okay. Are you pulling the door? What are you doing?
Probably need to tell us how the door opens.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, from what you can see, it looks like it's pushed. The door frame, the door seems to sit against the door frame, coming inwards to the corridor. What you have noticed about some of these other doors is they seem to open both ways. This one seems to open inwards.
I'm just gonna push it open.
Okay. So you slowly push the door open. You light from this torch that you'd thrown on the floor seems to light up most of the room. You see a large dining room table. You see another couple of statues on the wall. Behind this statue, you sort of see a door frame. That's pretty much all you can see from this area here. As you do,
Okay.
as you do push the door open, everyone roll some initiative.
So mine's actually 14.
Okay.
Damn.
Wow.
Of course, there's where Kyle's nat 20 goes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, what do we get?
21.
And I got 14, and Jesse's got 8.
8. Yep.
Yep.
As a bonus action before anything happens, can I like motion towards the left there of the wall where I saw that?
Yeah, you'd spoken and you'd mentioned that there was a zombie to the left, so or something to the left. So most of you know that there's something there.
Okay.
What did you get, Jesse? An 8.
8.
You got 14. Okay. Okay. Ignis, you're up.
Right. So I don't see the zombie yet, right?
No, from what you see directly in front of the light coming from the torch, sort of lights up directly in front of you. It lights up over the table. You can see on top of the table is a collection of moldy food. It's clearly been left out for a long, long time. You see to the back of the room, and you can kind of see up towards the ceiling because there is a fair amount of light coming in from the torch that you threw to the floor.
Right.
But because of the height of the table, you can't see behind it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move in.
Okay. So as you move in, you see a female staggering towards you slowly, her arms outstretched, a gaunt face. This one looks to have a bit more flesh than the last one. It doesn't seem to have decayed quite as much. There's a large scar across her neck. Looks like it's been restitched, but it's decaying. It's just not as bad as the previous.
Is he not able to see the rest
Right.
of the room?
Like
the
again,
upper right
because of where the table is, you can see above the table, but just at the table height, you can't see
Okay.
over it.
I see.
I'm gonna tell the rest that it's the female zombie.
And it
Don't
closes the
bring
door.
us back to-
And Kyle's gonna need another break for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make a guess and say that this might be what's her face? Louisa.
Hmm.
She'd be far more decrepit.
It has been 40 years.
True, but it looks like he's been
Yeah, I was thinking so as well.
doing a Frankenstein on her. More or less.
That's what the holes were for.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing?
Gonna
It's where you bang her in the side of the neck.
Hot.
Give her a
Screwy.
tracheectomy.
Yeah, I'll move.
Screwy, you mean? Okay, as you move
I'll
up,
move down a bit.
As
See
you
if I can
move
get-
down the room,
Yeah.
you spot a dog.
There he is.
This
Yep.
time again, looks like it the same sort of cut. You can only just make it out from the fur around the neck, but you can see a cut around the neck. This dog's eyes glazed over. Clearly has seen better days, but seems to have spotted you at the same time as you spotted it.
Well, let's cast. Well, I'm gonna cast Sword Burst on myself.
Okay.
Which does something cool. Alright. So I create a circle of spectral blades that sweep around me. Each creature in range other than me must succeed in a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. And it's just a circle around me, so I guess it'd just be these technically 5 squares.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not within range of anything at this moment in time.
No, it's just I have blades spinning around me.
How long does it last?
I believe just 1 round.
Okay. I can't see anything that says how long it lasts. We'll have a look in a second. Okay.
Yeah, I mean
so
it's a cantrip.
Yeah, you conjure the.
It says momentarily or circle, so I'm just guessing 1 round.
Yeah, you conjure the swords. They start to swash around your head. They're having a little bit of trouble when they get to the back because you're up against the wall, so they're kind of manipulating their way around.
Yeah,
but
they're
they're
kind of
slowly,
like going like up along the wall.
Yeah, they're slowly rotating around your head.
Yeah.
It is the zombie's turn next. The dog is going to charge at you. It's going to head straight for you. Growls a bit. It's a horrible, merble, gurgled growl because of the throat being slit.
Right.
But it heads towards you, teeth eyeing you up, so to speak. As it gets in range, a sword slices down, aiming towards it.
Yeah. It needs to make save of a dex save of 14.
Okay, it makes the save.
Damn.
Of course, you can roll higher than the rest of us.
Yeah.
It's a dexterous dead dog. What do you want me to say?
Seriously.
Okay, so he's
It's actually
gonna.
a dog's name, Dexterious.
He is going to make an attack at you.
Sure. Hope
That
he rolls
is
low on
a
this.
14.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is 2 damage as the
Okay.
teeth sink into you. Sink into your shin as you watch the sword whiz down and miss the zombie dog as it then sinks its teeth into you, backing away slightly. The other zombie is going to stagger its way over to you whilst you're busy with the dog, and again going to have to make a dex save.
Yep.
This one gets a 4.
All right. 1d6 force damage. Of course.
Okay, sword
1
slices
damage.
into her. This magical sword slices into her. Doesn't look like it really connects fantastically. I mean, obviously the zombie is distracted by it, but regains its composure, so to speak, and has an attack at you, rolling a 11.
That is a hit.
Okay, this time you take 1 more damage as the hand slices down towards you.
All right.
Oh, sorry, 2 damage.
2 more. Okay.
Yeah, just 2 for that attack. Okay, Cain, you're up.
If I go in there, am I going to get hit by Kyle's attack?
It's just if you come within these 5 squares that are around me. So where the dog and the zombie are.
Oh, so 5 feet around you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you could stand behind this.
And I'm just going
female.
to use both my weapons.
Okay.
And, first actually, I'm use the mace first this time and just wallop her in the back of the head.
Okay.
Mhm.
Roll to hit.
Yeah. Plus
That hits.
3 plus 2. Yeah. I think it's 3 plus 2 just to make sure. Yeah, 3 plus 2. Woo. Plus 3. So 4 damage.
Okay. You sink this mace into the back of her head. It's fairly soft because it's been decaying. You feel a thud and a sort of a squelching noise as you pull the mace back from her head, revealing some innards of the head. Bit of a sloppy sort of brain begins to slowly dribble out of the wound. Still standing.
Nice. Now with my bonus with the sword, I'm going to shank that remains that I see hanging out of her head. At
Okay.
least I'm going to try, but I'm going to roll a 1. Oh, no, there we go.
Okay, that hits.
Yeah.
Well, 1 damage.
Okay. You jam the sword in. Somehow you seem to penetrate the skull, but you also seem to miss the brain that you were aiming for. It sort of pierces through the top of the skull. Kyle, as you're turning around trying to fight off this zombie, you just see a sword appear through the top of a skull and then retract. Still continues to stand.
Here's Mordred.
25, you're up.
And muted.
Oh shit! I just was saying you lose 2 edgelord points for that.
You
comment.
jizzed.
Yeah, exactly. That too. That
And that was
so
out of
that-
character, idiot.
Dude,
Is the zombie down?
No.
No, but that'd be
No.
a good movie.
no.
Yeah, it would.
Both still
Yeah.
standing. You can just about make out a
the
dog
zombie.
sort of down the end of the room, and you can see
can
the
hear it.
zombie. You can see the zombie just in front of Cain.
Well, let's shoot the fuck out of that zombie.
Okay. That hits.
18 total.
That hits.
I think you said that hit.
That
Yeah,
hits.
it hits.
All right. Sorry, I keep my internet shitty right now. Oh, nice, 9.
Okay. As the arrow sinks into the brain that Cain was trying to aim for, zombie just crumples to the floor.
And I guess I'll move in move into like the corner of the table.
Okay. At that point, you peer over the table and you can see these fangs, the canines of this dog snarling towards Ignis.
He's
Next
really
up,
angry. I can hear him barking.
Kyle, you're up.
Yep. All right. I am going to try and hit the dog with my quarterstaff with 2 hands.
Okay.
And I want to see what my dog is freaking out about, so I'll be right back.
Okay. Make me an attack, Kyle.
Yep. Six.
You swing your quarterstaff down towards the dog. Dog pulls its head out of the way as you hit the stone floor beside it. The dog is going to retaliate from that and have another attempt at biting you. It rolls an 8.
That misses.
Okay, its teeth come flying towards you. You manage to get your quarterstaff up and direct the dog's face away from you.
Nice.
Cain is up
Well
next.
played, sir.
Yeah, he's checking on his dogs.
I'm here.
Oh, welcome back. It is your turn.
All right.
Now he's checking on this dog.
Yeah.
So the getting close to Kyle's not gonna hurt me now, right?
No, he
That was
disappeared.
just one. Yeah, they're done.
Yeah.
You watch
Okay.
as the sword just.
I'm gonna swing the mace at the puppy.
Okay.
Sorry, Pupperino.
Wow.
That hits.
That's
Moving
5
on
damage.
up.
Okay. You swing the mace down. You catch the dog right on the top of the head. Again, you peel it away from the concaved skull as it still stands, snarls up at you.
I try and jam the sword down its throat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you do.
As a crit.
You
Nice.
jam something, all right.
That hits.
Cool. Now I'll roll a 1 because I'm awesome. Oh, okay. 4. And so it's doubled or something to 8.
Yep. You swing your sword at the animal as you do. You slam it straight down the mouth of the dog into the throat, down even deeper.
Hey, I hit my
You,
mark.
You pierce some organs, and the dog slumps dead on the end of your sword as you pull the sword out. It just slides down onto the floor.
Remember, kids, always spay and neuter your pets.
I nod to Cain and say, "Well, I think that dog got the point."
I try and force a grin to at least give him that much.
The dog stands up. No.
And then chokes to death.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay,
Has nothing to do with the knife.
So the light you've got coming in from this room is coming from the hallway. It's lighting up a little bit, but with your dark vision, you can see around this room. It's an old dining room, a couple of statues around the room, or 3 statues. There's a doorway with a dead zombie lying in front of it. Doesn't seem to do much else. Quite a large dining room. Looks like it would have been quite regal at one point, but has seen better days.
Okay.
Before we go any further, I will examine whatever statue I'm right next to.
Okay.
Just to see if there's any moving parts or hands not holding something.
Okay. So you stand in front of the statue. You grab both of the arms. You give them a bit of a tug. Nothing seems to move. They look like normal statues. Again, it's a similar sort of military-esque style. They look quite impressive, but they're just statues.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Waiting to see what their thoughts are.
While 25 was checking out the statues, would that be long enough for me to get a short rest?
Short rest is about 20 to 30 minutes, I think. So
Yeah.
I would imagine to investigate the statue would have taken a matter of
Is it? I thought it was like an
seconds.
hour.
It depends on what you're really doing. Like, it can legitimately be anywhere between 5 to an hour. It's all on what the DM wants to do. Yeah. Yeah. Who is muted? No? Oh,
The stream
Yeah,
can't
can't.
hear us.
Yeah, but-
there we go. My Discord did a thingy.
That was what I was trying to signal you.
Oh.
Anyway. So what were you
Yeah.
doing?
I would like to take a short rest.
Okay, so a short rest is about half an hour to an hour.
So I
What
can
are
regain
you
some
guys-
hit points.
What are you guys doing?
I mean, Jesse, your 25's hurt, right? So why don't you take a short rest while you're at it?
I've not enough to want to waste a hit dice yet. I'm good enough. I'm only down to 9 out of 12.
So we're gonna stand here for an hour.
I guess if he's actually short resting, we can search the room a little better.
Yeah, I'm
look
gonna check the
around.
zombie and the dead dog, see if there's anything that maybe a note or something, just something weird.
Roll.
Okay. Roll
There
me
we go.
some
All right, I'm back to full.
perception.
Maybe even check the
No, that's not enough for
the
anything.
work on like this parts being sewn back together and all this other crap.
Okay. So
There
you
we go.
check the bodies for
got
any kind of
Natural 20.
any kind of items left on. You don't really
Nice.
see anything. There's nothing, no personal possession seems to be on them. One of them seems to be wearing a nightdress. The dog seems to be wearing
That's it, the dog.
a collar.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. As you look at the scarring around the female's neck, looks like it's been made with some kind of knife. Stitching looks well done. You know, looks like it's okay. Doesn't look like it's not.
Oh, I think it did it again. Yeah, I know.
All right. As
There
you're
we go.
saying, Scott, now that
Yeah.
Kyle's back.
1
Mhm.
second. Okay. So the stitching looks like it's been well practiced, but doesn't necessarily look to the quality of a medical professional.
Okay. I'm glad that was my 20.
Yeah, I mean it's the dead lady who's been cut up and then sewn back together. Who's essentially what you find out, wearing a nightdress.
I think that's the only thing I actually found out was that she had a nightdress on. But all right, cool.
Okay, you guys all rested up? Anything else you want to do?
I mean, let's go in that door.
Okay, looks like the
Sure.
same kind of door that the rest of the house has had, apart from that front room. It's just that first door. It's just a bog standard wooden door.
Excuse me.
Opens inwards to the room.
All right, I'm gonna post up, kind of move the chairs out of the way. I'm not on the table, but like,
Okay, are you doing it quietly or?
well, I'm not. The door's still closed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to
Just
post
stomping.
up at the door.
Yeah.
Are you stealthing when you move these chairs?
Yeah, because they are gonna still make noise.
I'll try. Yeah.
I figured
Okay.
the fight would just made sound too.
Yeah, make me
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
roll.
22 total.
Okay,
Um,
you move the chairs quietly.
fair enough, and I'm ready for someone to open the door and to see what the hell is in there.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll try and open this one. Wherever it is, I can't see it, so.
I think it's like next
It's pretty
to
much.
me.
It's pretty much where the zombie is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I
Oh.
just kind of open it and I right at the
Okay.
corner.
Make me a strength check.
Yeah? Okay.
Ooh.
Okay,
That is 12 plus 3.
you pull the door. It's a tough one. You realize it's a tough one because there's a dead person laying behind the door. As you pull the door open towards you, the female kind of slides across the floor with the door as it opens, revealing
Oh, that zombie. I think with the dog. Okay.
no the one down here. So you reveal a long passageway, another couple of sets of doors either side, left and right, two doors. It's a
Okay.
pretty dark room because the light that you had was from the previous hallway. It's kind of slowly dissipating down this hallway.
I see.
All right. Well,
That
make
being
my-
said, with your dark vision, you can see all the way to the.
gotcha. There's
Do we
no
have the
door.
bandwidth on the videos is extremely low? It
It's
seems like
low.
the videos have been having, like at the lowest setting, because it seems like it's been having
Something like-
issues still.
No, it's on low.
Can you go any lower than that?
You can go to very low.
Yeah, can we try that one? And maybe we'll have to keep reconnecting every couple seconds. Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
So
All right. So I'm heading down into this little area and listening.
Okay, Roll me some perception.
That's
Nat-
pretty good perception.
Nat 20.
You
I
you
like-
don't hear anything immediately from the two rooms either side of you. You hear something again, a sort of a gurgling sort of moan coming from the doorway on the left here.
Oh God, where's Ignis?
All right. I'll motion in that direction and kind of still try to do my Navy SEAL signs, my SWAT team.
Okay, you two roll me some insight.
Insight? Okay.
Yeah. See if we can tell what he's saying.
Whatever I got
Insight.
plus 2. Okay, so I got 8.
I got 12.
Okay. You look at him. You've got no idea. He's been making these hand gestures all the way to here and through the mansion, and you've got no idea what he's doing. Ignis, you've associated the fact that he makes silly hand gestures when there's potentially enemies nearby.
Yeah.
But you're still not 100% sure what he's trying to tell you.
All right.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
So I open the door to my left.
Okay. This one here. Is that what we're saying?
No, left.
You meant this one?
Yeah.
So
Like
that's- is that
screen left, not character left.
Okay. I see.
Yes,
So you.
I speak
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah,
left.
sorry. That was. I was like, I'm still pretty sure that's my. Anyway, so you open it up. It opens into what appears to be a bedroom. It's dusty. It's dirty. It looks like prior to that, it was sort of a nice
Dusty's
room.
bedroom.
You see some clothes up to the left. You see a desk over to the right.
I went to search the room.
Okay. Roll me some investigation or perception.
Okay. If we go
You-
perception, that's plus 2.
Okay, you go over to the desk, you pull some drawers out. There's just some letter paper. There's nothing really obvious in here. A couple of a quill and some ink. There's nothing in there. Looks like whatever was in there was potentially sort of cleaned out. The drawers are already open. Bed looks like a bed. There's nothing on there. So you flick through the clothes. There looks like there's some quite nice robes, female sort of dresses, but nothing obviously fantastic.
I take the quill, paper, and ink, and I write goth poetry before leaving.
Okay. How does
No,
how does,
I don't actually do that.
how does that poem go?
But, darkness surrounds us all. I can feel it. Where my heart once
Coming
was.
in the air. What?
I sit.
Hold on.
That's what I was getting at.
Doo-dum, doo-dum, doo- Anyway.
So while he's going through that and everything, basically 25 got his message across with his hand signals. So he goes to the end of this hallway to the door, thinks that he hears him behind, and is posted up. And then he looks back to see that no one kind of followed him.
You see Cain go in the other room.
Yeah.
And he just
Okay.
hangs his head, but he stands there.
Are you leaning on the door behind you?
No,
Okay.
I'm just standing posted up like this.
Okay.
Behind the door that's behind you. Because there is a door behind you.
Oh, I know. There's a door
He's just
behind
not
me. but
leaning
I'm
on
not-
it.
You're standing next to it.
I'm
You're not-
standing in front of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be touching it.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Well, I just went in one room. What are you gonna do, Ignis?
There's another room to
So another room opposite the one that Kane's just gone in.
Stage right.
yeah.
I speak
will-
stage, but I've never done any type of play or theater. Or
I'll
anything
go
like
in and
that.
open
That's
up
all
that door.
Jesse's venue.
That is.
You're going to go in there, did you say?
I'm gonna open up the door.
Okay, you open up the door. Looks like another bedroom similar to the one that Kane's been in. Dusty, clean and tidy, but
Yeah,
empty
Dusty has two
essentially.
rooms.
Roll me some. I presume you're having a look round.
Yep.
Okay.
he sees
a
the door.
bedroom.
Nope.
It's a
It's a
bedroom.
big old nope.
It's just a bedroom.
It's a kitchen,
I
according to
swear
him.
there's someone in here.
Oh, that was almost a 19 too.
I saw that.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I'm staring at the door.
Yeah, I see what he's doing, and I realize, oh, he wants me to do the thing again. So I go down here, and still hiding behind the wall, I do the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you open the door.
Mm-hmm. That's me doing the thing.
As you swing the door open, you see another humanoid figure standing in front of you. This time slightly bigger than the ones you've seen before. As you get down here, the darkness is pretty overpowering if it wasn't for your dark light vision. The torchlight has died out a long time ago, but you see a large humanoid figure, larger than the ones you've seen before, standing in the center of the room, seemingly unaware that the door has just flown open.
We should
Now-
close the door.
Here's an out of character question. Do you guys both have dark vision?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. All right, continue.
Here's a question as well. Is he too large that he can't fit through this door?
No, he's a humanoid.
I was going to
But he's-
pepper him.
But based on the others that you've seen, this is a large male.
Okay. Okay.
This is like The Rock.
Not quite that large.
This is
You know,
like Mark Wahlberg.
It looks. I mean, essentially, he looks like someone who's done manual labor for most of his life, and where the other zombies or undead that you've encountered decayed, this one looks fairly sturdy.
Fresh.
Yeah,
This one's fresh.
fresher.
For sure.
What are you doing? And make it quick before I make you roll initiative.
Well, did Cain said he closed the door, right?
No, I didn't. I was saying we should, but what do you want to do?
I kind of motioned to him with my
Yeah.
eyes, like questioning. Guys,
Okay.
Kind of shrugged
Okay.
a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
Eh,
struggling as well. It's like it's up there.
Everybody roll initiative.
All right.
I mean, that's fair.
And he rolled an 18, to be fair.
I rolled a million.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, what did you guys get?
Did my roll even appear?
No
No,
idea.
you did not roll yet.
Um,
I heard you roll a million though.
yeah.
Mine was 19.
Hi, Kyle. Oh, it's muted. I got a 10, so -1. I got 9.
All right, I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
10 for Cain.
9 because I get detract 1.
Okay.
Not that I guess that really changed anything.
Well, it changes it by 1.
Yeah, but I mean, if you already said he has 18 and Kyle's
No,
got...
that was his perception to see if he spotted you
okay, I
standing in the
see.
doorway, whispering and gesturing at each other. He did, weirdly.
You can't see him hide behind the wall.
It was probably more that he sensed the door open than you've seen The Walking Dead. They pick up on the slightest thing, like a rock falling down from 3 miles away.
Yeah.
But then it's cool because they migrate.
Not
Yep.
the rock.
Oh man.
No, but I'm John
Okay.
Cena because he can't see me.
25, you're up.
I'm putting an arrow through this guy's skull.
Okay.
Oh, well, if we can do it that easy, let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean, no one else moved, did anything, so I'll crit.
That hits.
Of course I didn't. I'm going to ambush him.
8, double that, 16.
Okay.
Kind of
Arrow.
moved to the... Sorry, go ahead.
That's fine. The arrow flies true straight into the side of the head, almost piercing through the ear, sticks straight into the side. As it does, the head turns towards you and he glares in your direction.
I shift over into the corner and kind of give him a, what's up? I don't say anything now. Just head nod.
Okay. Cain, you're up.
Cain runs. He goes the other, no.
Cain is very able. Okay. I mean, that's part of the name, Jesse.
I got you.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I have to like it anymore.
So, Mordred's part of it too. Shout out to your boy, King Arthur. I'm gonna swing at him with my great axe.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Nice.
So
Love you.
that's 11 plus 3 plus 2.
That hits.
Cool. I take it this guy doesn't look familiar to us at all.
Now you're standing right up in front of him.
Yeah.
You haven't seen him before.
Cool. And this was 1d12?
Yeah, 1d12.
Yes.
No. Blueberries. Yes.
Nice. Plus 3. So I got 8.
Okay.
Thank you for
Does he knock my arrow in further?
With an axe.
With an axe, yeah.
Yeah.
No, as you swing at him, because of the size of the great axe, you swing straight towards the chest, and the axe kind of embeds itself in the chest. You have to forcibly pull it away from him as you do. Some innards falls out onto the floor. He's still standing. He looks pretty beat up. It's his turn. He is going to turn towards you, Cain, and kind of look pretty angry, without being able to move any kind of facial features. He's going to take a swing at you.
I've seen Walking Dead put a screwdriver in his head. Job done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already put an arrow through it.
He rolls a 17.
Yeah, it's a hit.
And he does 3 damage as this big hand comes down, smacking you across the side of the face. The nails
Ouch.
scrape across your face. Kyle, were you up by the previous bedroom when this happened?
Oh no, I came down.
Yeah, he came down there with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move. I will move to there,
Okay.
and then I will cast magic missile at him, and hope that nothing else happens because of my magic path that I took. I'm firing all 3 bolts.
Here's a question though. Did you get back your spell?
Not on a short rest.
Short
Which-
rest. Well, he's not a wizard. Never
sorcerer.
mind.
Yeah, I'm a
I
sorcerer.
gotcha. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, with my
Yep.
Yeah, my sorcerer origin.
I'm just being an idiot. Don't mind me.
Yeah. My wild magic that happened at level 1.
And what do I
most
need
people,
to
it's level
roll for
3.
you? So you fired your magic missiles.
Magic missile's the only spell in the game
don't
that
miss.
acts. It just
Yeah.
hits.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fire all 3.
Okay.
Ooh. We did. Third one.
13
Okay.
total. 12 total.
Yep.
Okay.
12 damage.
Um,
And then, if you would like, Scott, I can roll a d20.
Mhm.
And if it's a 1, then I roll a d100. And something happens.
Why not?
Okay.
What else have we got to do, eh?
Yeah. I figured I've been rolling lots of 1s, so let's spice it up.
Let's break the game already.
Yeah. Nope.
Ruin Scott's whole campaign because you flip it on him.
Beholder. Okay, the missiles strike him free, impacting on his torso, sending him flying backwards against one of the statues against the wall. The statue teeters and slowly falls over, making a huge bang as it does. The zombie is dead. Oh, hold on. The zombie's dead as he lays on the floor. But there's a sort of still a bit of a ringing in your ears from the clanking of stone on stone as this 6-foot statue fell prone on the floor.
I'll take a step in and be like, this is why we can't have nice things.
As you do walk in, you notice a spiral staircase heading downwards at the end of the room. 4 statues on the walls, nothing else. Window in this room boarded up like the rest of them. You do notice light flickering up from the base of the staircase.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, we
I'm
do
gonna
still
go
have
back
one
here
more
and open
room.
this door.
Sorry.
I went back here. I want to open this door.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just going right ahead, opening it.
Yes. Don't
Okay.
even think about it.
If you open it up, it's another storeroom. Looks like at some point it's held ale, brandy, wine. Most of it seems to have been ransacked at some point.
I explore it.
Okay.
I will join you on that.
Okay.
If it's perception, that's 13 or 14. Sorry.
I don't care about that other room, so I'm
I got
exploring.
13.
Okay. As you walk round, you push most of the casks around. They've got very limited amounts. A lot of them seem to be broken or have had leaks. There is one that's a smaller cask of ale that looks like it's intact.
Nice. I'll take it.
Okay.
Now, if only I could find a potion or something.
Yeah, there's not that it looks like it's been
Yeah.
used as a storeroom.
While they're doing that, I'm checking out the statues in here.
Okay. Make me a roll of investigation.
20.
Okay. You grab the first one, wiggle its arms,
I grab it, all right.
nothing happens. You grab
Decent package.
you grab the next one. You haven't got to that one yet. It didn't look like it. You grab the next one, wiggle it, nothing happens. Fourth one, again, nothing happens. You go up to the one laying on the floor, wiggle the arm as you do, it comes off in your hand. That's pretty much it. Nothing special about these statues.
Okay, can we, like, if I say look down the stairs, kind of just lean, I don't want, like, not taking a step or anything, but can we see down? Is it like the type that has?
No, it's a stone. It's a stone staircase that leads down.
But I
you
mean,
can't-
there's no like side to it.
I see what
Well,
you're asking. Can you
because
like stand over here and glance down there?
Right.
Not really, because as the way it sort of tilts down, you're coming out essentially sort of back on yourself a little bit. So as you come out of the bottom of the stairs, you're sort of facing this way downwards towards here. So anything you can see is kind of back on itself.
And for completion's sake, I want to search this dead guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the arm that broke off in my hand and just kind of chuck it
As I
down
can.
just kind of chuck it down the stairs to see if I can hear how low it goes. Or
Make
I mean,
all
you
the
can see
noise.
You can see the bottom of the stairs. They're a normal sort of 15-foot staircase, maybe.
Oh,
As you
all
do chuck it down, you hear an old man's voice go, "Hello, just wait there."
Okay, we will.
That's pretty much it.
I'm
You hear the stone arm sort of crumble and roll down the floor a little bit more.
Did
Don't
you
freak out
actually?
anybody, but I think that arm just talked.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Jordan,
Possibly.
you search this body.
Yeah.
It's wearing some sort of working clothes. Again, another cut across the throat, stitched back up. Doesn't appear to have any personal possessions on it at all.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Just in case there's something on one of these guys.
There's a big hole in his chest.
Perfect. I'll take all the stuff out of it and keep it. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Pick out a heart. You pretend to make it beat.
Kalima, Kalima.
I'm gonna ask Cain if he fancies a drink from the ale that he picked up.
Did you want a drink? And I hand him it.
Is
Let's
it
give him the whole
like
thing
a like a jug, or is it like a little jug?
No, it's a miniature cask. It's about
Yeah, miniature cask. Yeah.
yeah. It's sort of not. It's enough for maybe 10 pints. It's not a huge. I mean, you notice on it you notice on it a burnt pickle. Essentially, as every cask gets branded by the
Right.
brewery, there seems to be a pickle branded on this one.
Of course there is.
Oh man, Green Nub's Ale, my favorite.
I'm
Pickle
gonna
brown.
take my empty health potion bottle from a while ago, and I'm gonna just fill it up a little bit,
Okay,
And then-
so you
and then take a sip.
grab hold of the ale, the vial, and
Yeah.
it's awkward because the cask is still quite big in your hands, but you manage to pour it into halfway up to in the vial.
I mean, not
It looks- it
halfway,
looks
just like enough for a sip.
just enough for a sip. It looks like
Yeah.
ale.
Gonna take a sip.
Okay, you,
Man, I should have went for a first drink. Maybe it'd work like shampoo if you put water in there and you can get more free shampoo out of it. I could have
Yeah.
gotten bonus potion.
you take
Shake
a
it
sip.
up.
Uh-huh.
Take a
Or
sip,
toss
and it's tasty. It tastes quite nice. You know, it's clearly been in here for quite a while. But
Right.
it's nice ale.
Okay.
It's not too
Mhm.
bitter. It's sort of quite sweet on the palate. You can really taste the honey.
Um,
Scott's just describing
Yeah.
his perfect ale.
yeah, pretty
Tastes
much.
like toffee
Yeah.
apple.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds delicious.
No, it's just
It's-
it's a nice
Mhm.
sweet ale.
And good find, Cain. It's a nice ale.
Okay, you pop the cork back in,
Thank you.
or
Yeah.
okay, you pop the cork back in. Okay,
I'm already making my way down the stairs.
okay.
So you're not gonna wait for him to come up?
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
he told us to wait.
Yeah.
Roll me
That-
some perception.
21 total.
Anyone else doing it, or just Jesse?
Oh, I thought it was him because he went down the
Yeah.
stairs. Okay.
No, I guess you're sort of halfway down the stairs at this moment in time. You haven't heard any kind of noise, any kind of movement coming from downstairs since he spoke.
Right. I got 14.
Yeah, I mean, again, sort of you heard the voice call out, and then you haven't heard. It's been almost quieter than before you guys arrived, with
Yeah.
your knocking over statues and throwing arms down.
Gotcha. For the record, I'm going kind of slow down the stairs. You
Okay.
know when you're like unsure of where you're going and kind of looking.
Do you want to roll me some stealth, or I mean, he knows you're coming, but you can still.
Right. No, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to sneak. I'm just
Okay.
slowly being cautious, I guess is the way to put it.
Okay. So, as you guys, are you all heading downstairs, or just 25, or?
Yeah, I guess
I'm
At this
keeping a
point, we're
little
all
bit of
heading
distance
down.
on him just in case, because the person knows
Yeah.
that there's at least one person, but he doesn't know there's three.
Okay.
Yep.
So as you head down the stairs, you reach a.
Wow, how do you know our marching order?
Well, I'm pretty good, aren't I? As you get to the bottom, 25, you're leading the way. As you say, the sort of stairs kind of tilt back on themselves, so you're kind of looking straight at a wall. But as you sort of peep around the corner, you see an opening to another room, but you also notice blood on the floor. It's bright down here. There's a lot of light. That's pretty much all you can see at this moment in time. You hear this perceptive old man who he says, just wait. Don't come in here. It's just wait there. I'll be out in a minute.
Oh, he's either beating off or something he shouldn't be doing, which means we probably need to rush it.
No. Or he's done both.
I'm gonna.
Something-
I make my way just to this kind of corner and post up here to see what everybody's doing. Arrow's still knocked.
And I get to the base of the stairs,
Okay.
and I've got my great axe still out.
So
Yeah, it's right there.
Jesse, as you get to this edge of the room, you see a little bit more into it. You see sort of from the angle of the doorway. You see some cages against the wall. You see some more blood on the floor. See what appears to be quite a large chest up against the wall to the right.
Are we
not-
talking like?
Not that kind of chest. That's pretty much all you can see from where you are.
Gotcha. Well, I'm still kind of posting up there. I'll make
you-
my symbol for clear.
Okay. Do you guys want to roll insight, or do you know what his symbol means? For
I mean,
clear?
I don't think I can see him. Isn't there a giant wall blocking?
There
this?
is, yeah, it's kind of Ignis on this one.
Yeah.
As you
So
as
we
you
have to play
stand there,
telephone. He has to do the hand signal
Yeah,
to me so I can
That's
see.
why
as
not?
you stand there, you hear, "I'm close. It's close."
So that would be 12.
Okay, you're not really sure what he's trying to tell you.
Okay, then he has to show me, and I'll see if I can understand what Kyle's saying.
I'm just gonna tell Cain that 25 is doing his silly hand gestures again.
So did I understand what Kyle showed me from?
You tell me.
I
Oh, you
mean,
got 17. You understand that Kyle doesn't understand what he's doing.
Okay.
I'm just
That's
like,
pretty much it.
Thought I wished
yeah,
you
Cain
17.
25's doing his weird hand stuff again.
Yeah, let's peek out and look.
Okay.
Okay.
Again, from your sort of angle, you can kind of see into that room. You can't see much, but you can see some blood on the floor. It looks, it's a mixture of old dry blood and some fresh blood.
Sounds like we need to rush it.
What are you guys doing?
We probably should rush it.
Okay.
I'll
Let's go.
make my way up here.
Yeah, and I move up to. Is this a wall beside to my left?
Yeah.
or
So
is that...
all of this is a
This
wall.
wall. It's just a door there.
So there's sort
Okay.
of an opening between this partition wall into this basement area.
Because I want to move up to be against the wall for in case somebody runs
Okay.
down here, I can again try and work
Okay.
with them.
Are you peeking in? What are you doing? Are you just sort of standing there?
I'm peeking around the corner.
Okay. So as you peek around the corner, and Jesse, from your angle, you reveal a little bit more of the room.
Nice.
So you can see kind of this area here, although the reveal area isn't letting me reveal it all. You kind of see into here, loads of blood on the floor. There's a table at the back which contains some more sort of papers. Again, there's a chest in front of you. You can see right at the back of the room another table covered in blood. Jordan, as you peek round into the room, you see a mess. You see a real mess. You see
Oh, it's Brian.
you see an old man standing at a table with another humanoid laying on the table. He's got a long grey beard. He's frail. He's leaning on a quarterstaff, standing in front of the humanoid on the table. You notice the humanoid's outfit to be that of the Town Watch, the same outfit that Brian was wearing last night when you saw him. His lifeless body lays in front of him. There's an empty vial standing beside the body. As you peek around the corner, the old man who's been staring at the door sees you, and he says, "Wait! It's not what it looks like. It's almost happening. Wait! I'm so close to completing my life's work."
And naturally, I ask him what's almost happening.
He says, and you roll me some insight.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's +2, I believe.
As you look at him, you see him look off into the distance for a second, thinking, and you see that he genuinely looks upset. He goes on to say that I've been looking for ways to bring back my loved ones. I've been working on it for 40 years since my wife Louisa was taken from me. I'm so close. I won't fight you. Just wait. It's about to happen.
What do you guys say?
Roll me some.
Can I? I'm gonna do a perception. I want to
Okay.
look at the body.
Okay.
Like what? Can you? Why don't you describe him again for me?
Okay, so laying on the table, you can't see too much because the angle you're looking at and the way the body's lying, there's a lot of blood around the table.
If you notice, I shifted. I wanted to get better looking.
There's a lot of.
So Brian's dead. Is what we're getting.
Brian's laying on the table. I mean, you can't from this angle. Roll me some perception.
Well, you use the synonym lifeless.
That doesn't.
He's laying lifeless.
He seems right. Exactly.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean he's actually dead. That's what I'm trying to ascertain.
Yeah, roll me some perception. Okay. So as you look at the body, you can't see any kind of movement whatsoever. You stand still for a second, looking. You can't see the chest expanding. Can't see any kind of breast being taken. As you look closer towards the neck area, you see stitches along the throat. At that moment in time, you see Brian start to twitch. At this point, it's Brian. You see the body start to twitch. As it does, you see him
Too late.
quickly sit up on the side of the table. He then slowly begins to stand, reaching his hand up towards his neck and holding it. As he looks towards you, and he catches eyes with you, 25, you see him try to speak and try to gesture towards you. As he does, kind of a moan, a murmur sort of comes out of his throat, where obviously he can't form any words because of the incision across his throat. As he stands up, you hear the old man. It's working, and as he puts his hand out to touch Brian turns around and just sinks his teeth straight into the arm of the man. The man falls prone to the floor, hiding behind the table. As that happens, Brian turns his eyes towards you guys. As he does, those eyes glaze over. Roll
Initiative.
initiative for me.
Fuck.
Good roll. Much better
Wasted
than
it
mine.
on that. Yeah.
So with my sweet
Wow.
dexterity, I've got a total of 3.
I got a
Nice.
6.
Good thing you
Is
get to
it-
go first. He was looking at you.
Is that a 9 or an
Yeah.
8?
Is what, a 9 or an 8?
What?
Jordan, your skill, your dex. Is that a 9 or an 8?
It is 9.
Because damn,
So what
you
did you
want to
get?
upgrade that. Sorry, I'm 23.
No, I don't. It made it a more interesting character.
No.
Yeah.
25. You got 23.
Yes, sir.
What did you get, Kyle? 6.
6. Yeah.
And Jordan?
3.
Okay.
I couldn't see around the wall.
I guess not. Oh, so you missed the death scene. Somewhat. I guess we don't know if he's dead.
That's true.
Yeah, and which one?
The old man.
Okay.
He got bit, but...
Yeah.
25, you're up.
Let's give him an arrow to the knee.
Okay.
You're gonna marry him?
7.
You take aim at his knee as he's sort of lumbering towards you. Flies past his knee, bouncing off the stone floor.
So I asked him, but he said, "No, we should see other people."
Oh.
Actually, he said.
I always knew you two wouldn't work out.
He changed clothes in the middle of getting up, but
Oh, shit.
he stands up. He is lumbering his way towards you again,
Gotcha.
because you're the one he laid eyes on. He gets within
I knew you
range.
two were perfect for each other. He laid
Yeah.
eyes on you first.
Gets within range, and you sort of look into his eyes, hoping that there's some kind of spark there. As he reaches out a hand, he smacks you in the face, or tries to.
Nice.
He rolls a 21 to hit.
Just by a little bit.
Okay, you take 4 points of damage.
Ooh,
As he,
painful.
and the thing you can see about this is that although the undead that you dealt with at the top of the stairs was fairly fresh,
Yeah.
this is essentially a humanoid body.
Right. Makes sense. Can we take a short rest now, or?
Bit too late
Okay.
for that.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of hurt too.
Okay, who's up next?
I believe it's me.
Kyle.
Well, I can't do what I originally wanted to do, so I'm gonna just cast Firebolt on them.
Okay.
A 11.
11. You reach out as you go to hit firebolt towards him. As he leans forward and strikes 25, the firebolt flies past him, impacting the wall behind him. Cain, you're up.
Technically has movement if he wants.
I swing an axe at those fresh new stitches.
Okay.
Hot.
I miss bad.
Go for it.
You
I kill
strike
everybody
25.
else on our team.
As you swing towards him, you don't realize quite how far the door frame
Yeah, I just hit the wall.
it proceeds, and
Yeah.
you hit your arm against the wall, jarring both your hands with the axe as you do, and the axe kind of flies towards Brian's face, but as it gets there, it's stopped by the wall as your hands hit the wall, and you can't continue that swing.
I tried to throw my axe at him, I swear.
At that point, you see a prone old man start to crawl over towards the table. He can only just about reach it with his movement, but he's crawled over to this table and he's starting to prop himself up. Back to the top. That would be you. 25.
I
It'd be
will.
Time for you to reunite the old man with his family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to disengage this way. Oh, see, that's not good. Hold on. How far this doorway right here on this side? Like, if I just step back a step.
Yep.
Can I still see the old man?
Yeah, I'd say you can see the back of him.
Like gap thing right here.
Yeah, I'd say you can see the back of him as he's sort of standing up. It's not in cover.
And how's our zombie friend over here?
He looks right as rain at this moment in time
Yeah.
for a zombie. He looks as healthy as a zombie can look.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's hit him.
Yeah, how much is that over there?
27.5 feet.
Oh, plenty.
I didn't realize it
he's-
was 2.5 and 5 foot squares.
It's not generally this one. I mean, this one is, but generally they're 5 foot squares.
Well, even if
Yeah.
it's double that, even if they're 5-foot squares, I can still hit without taking
Hmm.
disadvantage. So I don't like. He's being shifty, so he's going down.
Okay.
No, he's
He's
not.
being shifty, so the arrow is falling down.
You
Yep.
fire this arrow at him, striking, sort of pulling back and releasing as you do,
Hits
because
the
it's,
wall.
because he's sort of slowly getting himself up.
It catches my axe as it flies back.
Yes.
Because he's slowly trying to get up. He's kind of doing that old man thing. He's kind of rocking to get the momentum to
Yeah.
try and stand up. As he rocks back, the arrow flies in front of his face. It's now Brian's turn.
Oh
He,
boy.
Oh boy.
He kind of looks all of you up and down and kind of steps a step forward, and he is going to take an attack at Ignis, who's standing right in front of him. He rolls an 8.
That misses.
He swings his hand at you as you do. You pull your head backwards. It flies over, sort of in front of your face. Ignis, you're up.
Right. Am I able to squeeze past him through this top little opening?
Am I getting an attack of opportunity?
No, like I just wanna move to there. Or
As long
actually,
as you stay within his area of threat, it's
Yeah, I
fine.
guess the
Just
question
move
is
diagonal.
more.
no,
is it
I'm,
tight? I
I'm
mean,
just gonna
it's-
move to here.
Yeah, I mean it's a tight fit. You're
Mhm.
close. You're getting up close and personal with him, but you can kind of maneuver around him.
I'm just gonna maneuver to there
Okay.
so that I get some flanking, and I'm gonna attack him two-handed with my bow staff.
Okay.
$19. All right.
That hits.
Bad roll.
Yeah. Do some damage.
Please do.
Mhm.
Poor old Brian. You recognise those features as you smack your quarterstaff over his face.
Poor
I'm
Brian.
using two hands. It becomes a D8 or 6 damage.
Okay. Okay, you smack him on the head. It looks like it hurts, but he doesn't really react to it.
Yep.
Cain, you're up.
Yep, I'm just checking something real quick.
Turn undead.
Yeah.
Kills him instantly, and we win.
Doesn't
We
have
win
that yet.
D&D.
Doesn't have that yet, and that spell became need to be at a higher level to cast it at in 5th edition.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to see if lay on hands
Mhm.
affected undead. But it actually says does not affect undead or constructs.
Oh.
It's not Final Fantasy
I
like.
mean, he might not be completely dead, but then again, he might.
I don't know. I think he's dead.
I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
And if he's not, we're gonna make him that way. So I
You reach
swing
out.
at
You
him.
reach out and feel for a pulse. What are you
I
doing?
Well, I guess I'm gonna interact by pulling out the mace from my mace
Okay.
from my waist and my sword from
Okay.
my shoulder. And just with the sword as I pull it out, I'm also gonna swing it at him.
You drop the axe to the floor. Is that what you
I
were
already
holding
did.
previously?
Remember, it
Oh,
flew
okay.
out of my hand.
Okay, you drop the axe to the floor, and then as you do, you pull out the mace and the sword, and you go
Yeah, I never.
you go ham on poor
Yeah.
old Brian. See
Yeah.
one solitary tear roll down his cheek
Why'd there be a tear?
of blood.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Roll an attack for me.
Yep. 10 plus 3 plus 2.
That
Also
hits.
done another 2 for flanking.
I don't know if that counts as flank since he.
Yeah.
Don't know if there's flanking in 5e anymore.
There is
Um,
flanking. I'm not 100% sure on the rules. I'll let it slide for this
Yeah.
one.
Well, I did. That's 5.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna swing the mace from the other direction.
So you run the sword right across his midriff, causing a wound to appear. You then pull the mace forward, aiming towards the face. Mace to the face.
Yeah. And I guess that's a hit.
Yep.
That's 5.
Okay. At that point, the old man gets to his feet. You see him rummaging around through some papers. As he does, you then see him cast some kind of spell with his hands as a large purple spherical object appears in front of him as he steps into it and vanishes from the room.
Darn it, Jesse, you missed.
Okay. 25, you're up.
All right, Brian, good job keeping up the act. You really made him think you were evil. Let's get out of here.
All right. And congratulations, random. No, fucking A. Disengage again,
Okay.
and arrow to the face, I guess.
Okay.
Since I missed the other dude with the arrow.
And this dude. Uh-huh.
And roll damage
And
hit
shoots
Jordan
Kyle.
in the fa- Yeah.
No, but as Kyle, as you're readying your next attack, you see an arrow fly right in front of your face, between you and Brian, into the boxes at the back of the room. You hear it kind of clatter around in the boxes as it falls to the floor. You quickly glance back at 25.
I can't see around the corner,
And I
idiot, the old
shrug.
man.
At that point, Brian turns towards you for smacking him in the face,
He
and
shot you, man.
it's going to take an attack at you. He gets a 12.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's...
that hits.
He's attacking Cain.
Oh, Cain, I thought you said he's attacking me.
No, he's attacking Cain for
Oh, okay.
the mace to the face. And he gets a 4 damage.
Okay, yeah. I need
Ouch.
a rest bad.
Okay, you're up, Kyle.
We
Oh.
take a short rest.
This time you're officially flanking, I think, without knowing the rules of flanking.
I mean, I
But
thought
when
it
you're
was
standing
I
behind
didn't
him,
know it was even an element in 5e
it's
anymore.
definitely a thing. I don't think it's
Yeah.
quite as plain as you're
Or
standing
maybe
to the
it's,
side of when you're flanking.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe it's just like get a advantage.
I will
I'm not
say
sure.
that you've got advantage on this because he's facing the other way.
All right.
It might detract from your
Mhm.
disadvantage for being within melee combat if you're trying to cast a spell.
No, I'm just trying to hit him with the
Okay.
bow staff or quarter staff.
Okay.
All right. So you said I have advantage.
Yep.
All right. So I get to roll twice and take the higher.
hmm
There we go.
Okay, that hits.
Nice.
17.
All right. That is another 6 damage.
Okay, you wallop him in the back of the head as hard as you can. There's this thudding noise and a cracking noise as you pull the court staff away. You see the skull, the back of the skull is slightly concaved where the stick hit it. He's still standing. Cain, you're up.
All right. I'm sorry, O'Brien. Gonna mace first.
Okay.
Yeah, is that a miss? Yeah, I think so. That's 2 + 3 + 2. So 7.
Yep, that misses.
And then I try and stab through with the sword.
Okay,
And that's a crit.
that hits.
8.
Okay, you lean forward. You put your hand on his shoulder as you do. You fire the sword directly into his gullet. Ignis, as you're standing behind, not for the first time, you see this blade come flying through the body and stopping inches away from your face as it comes up at an angle. You see blood, crimson red, pour off the blade the other side. Cain, as you pull it out, Brian kind of drops to the floor in your arms, pretty much dropping to his knees and then to the floor, dead.
Perfect. I'm going to need this later. So I pick him up and put him over my shoulders, fireman carry style.
Okay, make a strength check.
Mm-hmm. There we go. That's
Okay. You
18
hoist
plus
him up.
3.
You hoist him up. You put him on your shoulder. As you do, a piece of paper falls out of his pocket.
Yeah, I don't want
I'll pick
Okay.
that up.
it. I just knew somebody else would grab it.
Yeah.
Okay. What are
Oh,
you
is
guys
this the
doing?
love letter? I'm gonna read it.
Okay. So
Or I'm
you
gonna
you pick
look
up.
at it.
Okay, you pick up the letter.
Yeah.
See if I can
Okay.
figure out how to do this
I
again.
can't do it because of my chair, so I'm just going to keep my hands up on my head. But yeah, I'm holding Brian.
Okay. So you pick up the letter. I don't know how easy it's going to be for you guys to read. I will show it to all of you. That's probably the easiest way.
Why is it not easy to read? Oh, I think like dark in here or something.
No, it's pretty light in here. There's a bit of blood on the letter.
Yeah, I
Oh.
can see. Yeah. There is a magnifying glass that
Mhm.
kind of helps.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you going to read it for us, Scott?
No, one of you guys can read it.
Dearest Helena, it wasn't till the day I saw you that I knew true beauty. You were like an angel on earth. You are like a beautiful flower in a single, what does that say? Field. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right, it's a
Single
little hard
field.
to read. Yeah. Your eyes and your smile are the things of my dream. My dreams are made of. I knew we would be together, and I cannot wait for you to read this, and for us to spend the rest of our lives together. You are my world and my everything, and make my life worth living. All me love for. Is it no? Yeah, no, and
For
forever.
now and for
Oh, okay.
forever.
Well, because I was trying to still get the message across with all the.
That's so romantical.
That's
As
also
you-
how Scott types.
As you read it, you remember the scene of Brian in the pub telling you he knows how to write.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Well, I mean, we got to bring it back to Helena.
Yeah, I'm gonna search the place first.
What, the body?
Well, yeah, bring it
Okay.
all back.
Okay.
He's gonna have a proper burial. This isn't just anybody. This is Brian.
Okay. You guys having a? What are you doing?
I'm searching the place. I got a 17.
Yeah. I wanna
Anything
look
in
around.
particular in the room? So as you enter the room, you notice the
Um,
table. Obviously, there's
I'm gonna
an
s-
empty vial.
I'm
There's an
gonna
empty
search
vial on the table. Okay, table at the back. You head over there. You start rummaging around. You see some more scrawlings. This time they look a bit more frenzied than the ones upstairs. Lots of formula written down. Lots of equations. There's a few sort of vials littered around the top of the table. Doesn't look like there's too much of anything that you would find useful here. There's lots of information, but it doesn't really make a great deal of sense to you.
Do I know what any of the vials are?
No, they look like they're not common components that you've seen before. They're not. They don't look like they are completed potions. They look like they're components that were used in the alchemy process.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take the vials and his notes and equations.
Okay.
Now you said there was a chest in this room.
Yeah, there's a chest just beside those cages to the left.
So right here.
Those cages, yeah. That big,
I
solid.
would like. That intrigues me. What's in it?
Okay.
The
Okay,
mimic.
so you open it up.
Yep.
All the dead cows fall on you.
as you
Yeah.
as you open it. Nothing
Yeah.
happens. As you open it, you find a vial. It's a green liquid inside. It is inscribed with the word large eye.
Large eye.
You find a locket, a silver locket. As you open it up, there's a picture of a man with a rather healthy moustache. Silver locket. Kyle and Jordan, roll me some perception.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Kyle, you're still looking around at the table, but you notice something change about 25 when he picks up this locket and opens it. And when he closes it, you notice it change again. Is it out of your peripheral vision? You can't quite see what it is, but something about his face changed. You also find some manacles in the bottom of the cage. As you pick them up, one of them comes with you, and the chain that's between them seems to extend. The other manacle stays firmly on the floor.
Huh. I'm gonna pick up both ends.
This is 25.
Oh, 25 is picks
this
up
is
the
over.
manacles. Oh,
This is over the chest. You're sort of watching him out the corner of your eyes. You're looking around on the table. Last thing in there you notice is a dagger of some kind.
Those cows must have been wearing those monocles.
Yeah, some kind of dagger. It's a black stone dagger.
Good band name.
As you pick it up, you tilt it. The light hits it. It seems to be a little bit of a glimmer to it. The international sign of it might be magic.
Right.
That's it. That's the only things in the chest.
Okay, I will pocket the potion.
Okay.
Put on both monocles.
Yeah.
And the locket.
Okay.
The pocket locket.
So the manacles, the end at the bottom, is it like stuck to it, like magnetized to the bottom of the floor?
Do you want to pick up the other one?
Yeah, I want to.
So as you pick them up, you pick them up sort of arm distance or hand distance apart, like a normal pair of manacles would be, and there's a chain between them. As you stretch your hands out, the chain expands.
Stretches.
Yeah.
I'll kind of. I'll pocket that for now, and I'll hold the knife in my hand, kind of just futzing with it as I walk over towards the other two.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
Holding Bran.
Yeah, you're definitely doing that. Make me another strength check.
Pff, I'm ripped. I got this.
Yeah, you do.
Pff, I'm ripped. I got this.
Okay.
That's
Listen,
5.
you feel it starting to weigh you down a little bit. You know, he's still wearing some of the armor that he had on from the night before. He's quite a big lad as well, although scrawny. He's quite tall. He's starting to get a little bit exasperated by holding it, and you know you'd quite like to make the quite long trip back to Ardington fairly soon if that's where you're planning on going.
Good point. I put him down and I take his armor.
Okay, you can just undress him right
Read
there.
my mind.
Yes.
Okay.
And it will make them lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I
Okay.
need armor because I don't have any.
Okay, you start stripping down the armor. You notice that right in the centerpiece of the chest piece of the armor is a large gash from where your sword, or sorry, the stomach area is from a large gash from where your sword went. But for the most part, it's in okay condition.
Okay.
It's a bit bloody, as you can see from the room. You know, pretty much all of the blood that flowed from the wound went either into the armor or onto the armor.
So what type of armor is this?
Just plain old leather armor.
Nice. Anybody have the stat on what the armor class is for that? Is it 12? 11?
I think it's +1, so I think it's 11.
Yeah, it's 11, I think.
Right. I'm also still, like bleeding to death. So if we can hurry this up.
I'll come
Yeah.
like walking up next to him and kind of like not flip the knife towards him, but kind of like hold it out to him, show it to him, and that's
Are you
the
showing the
usage
knife?
of Cain. You, Cain.
Scott, you said it's just basic leather.
Yep.
Jordan, 11 plus your
dex.
dexterity modifier.
Okay, so -1. So I got 10. So it's like I'm not wearing any armor.
Okay, so anything else you want to do in this room?
So you said it's just 11, right, Scott? Nothing else? No other?
Straight up 11. I think
It's-
you.
it's
I think
hardened leather.
it's 11 plus your dex, essentially. So yes, it's
Yeah.
10. I don't
Crap.
quite know how you've gone down in armor, but I
Well,
guess,
he went neutral.
yeah,
He went neutral
Anyway,
with
Which is
wearing
ridiculous
armor.
because I'm proficient in it.
yeah. We'll have a look at that between
Mhm.
sessions. Anything else you're doing in this room?
Not for me.
Um,
I start making the track upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, take
No-
your Brian with you.
Yeah.
yeah, Scott, is there tools on this table?
Yep, there's tools on that table.
Uh,
Do you want to make
Yeah,
me a
it's range
general investigation
25.
check if you're still looking around? Do you want to,
yep.
both of you or one of you or whatever?
I'm gonna see if I can find interesting ones.
Okay.
14
10.
total for me.
Okay, as you look around on the table, they just seem to be tools. A lot of them used in some of the operations that have been carried
Yeah.
out here. A lot of blood on them.
Mhm.
There's knives, there's forceps, they're just general medical tools. There doesn't seem to be anything of any value, anything of any use.
Well, I mean, anything that stands out as being like odd.
Not really. They look like, they look like a collection of tools that have been used to operate on a body. Really.
Oh, all right. Well,
Depends what you think is odd. There's a shovel.
yeah.
There's
no.
a pneumatic drill. No, it's just a collection of knives, of scalpels, of forceps, of sort of
Yeah.
tweezers and tong type material.
All right. I'm
What are
gonna
you doing?
go.
25?
I'm gonna catch up with Cain, and
Okay.
and talk
You're
with him for a
looking
bit.
around the rest of the room.
I'm good here.
Okay. So you sort of one last cursory glance to see if you see
Yeah.
anything. Doesn't seem to be
Mhm.
anything of any real interest. Nothing that really strikes you as being useful to your journey back or
Yeah.
future
Gotcha.
journeys.
So before
Okay.
25 gets back to us, I'm gonna tell Cain that I saw when 25 was going through the big chest, he found a locket of some sort, and when he opened it, his face changed, and then when he closed it, his face went back to normal.
I'm kind of confused and looking like I don't quite know what he means, but I also know 25 is probably around those stairs, so I don't question it too much and just kind of give him a nod of acknowledgement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me some perception. 25.
Let's see.
Not to see if you hear us, just to see if you don't fall down the steps.
Right.
Yeah.
17 total.
Okay, you don't necessarily hear what they're saying, but you get the feeling that they're talking about you.
Fair enough.
Well, I kind of did this when he was doing his last search.
Yeah, he's kind of walking over, and as he looks up, he sees
Yeah.
you two kind of whispering to each other.
Yeah,
And
we were
that
talking
immediate,
about you. He asked if there were any tools, and I said, yeah.
that immediate reaction
That's-
is they must be talking about me.
He's kind of used to it by now.
That's the immediate reaction anyway. So
Okay, what are you guys doing?
I guess going up a flight of stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head back up to the stairs. Are you leaving the mansion? Do you want to do anything else while you're there?
Is there anywhere we didn't really explore?
we hit all the rooms.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you-
sure we did.
I want to
pretty
get the
much-
book off the top of the fireplace that I magically know is there.
Okay, fine. You head back to the main sort of lobby area. You check one last time. You pick up the book from the top of the
a book.
mantelpiece. You flick
Hey,
through it.
Brian,
There's
you might
nothing
want
in it. It's an empty book. No, you flick through it. There's one page which has got the corner folded open, and it is a drawing of a guard of honor.
Oh, so that's how we solved the puzzle. Whoa.
Indeed.
Honor, I knew
Yay.
it.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much everything wiped out, more or less. What are you guys doing?
I believe it's time to head back to town.
Okay.
I would agree.
So as you start the trek back, I think it took you about an hour or so to get here. It's starting to turn into late afternoon. The sun is slowly beginning to make its final sort of journey over to the distance. As you head back into town, there's people out and about in the streets. Again, it's not a huge town, but there are people around. As you walk back into town, you notice Helena in the street talking to some children.
And they all see me carrying a naked man on my shoulder.
as they look up, they do see you carrying a body
Oh my God.
into the town. Devon is out in the streets and sees you and comes.
Perfect. I go right
walking-
to the center of the street where everybody is, and I just lay the corpse out right there on the.
Drop them down.
Okay.
I gently do it, but I still lay him out for the world to know that what happened.
Okay, as you lay him sort of smack down in the center of town on the street, pretty much naked apart from some undergarments. There's a large slit across the throat. There's a number of puncture wounds and a concaved skull at the back that they can barely make out. Devon is visibly upset by this. He although he didn't treat Brian with the utmost respect, he has known him for a number of years, and he slides his hand underneath the body and starts to carry him off to the office, to his office.
I ask if he wants his armor back, and I point at myself.
He doesn't really.
I kept the armor so his prowess could live on.
He doesn't really acknowledge what you're saying. That you can see that there's now a group of people gathered round. A lot of the villagers. Some of the parents are sort of ushering the children away, so they don't have to see it. Helena is wandering off with some of the children, trying to take them outside of the town. Devon wanders off into the watch. What are you guys doing? I mean, at this point, Devon hasn't
I guess
really
Ignis
said
has a
anything.
note he should probably give to Helena.
Devon
Yeah,
hasn't
I'm
really
gonna
said
try and
anything
catch
to
up
you.
with her.
Okay, so as you run off, what are you guys doing?
I don't. Is anybody asking what happened and why we have the body? If not, then I just kind of explain that, the old crazy guy up on the hill or not really on the hill, but the old crazy mage that they ostracized and threw out of the town has been the thing that's causing people to disappear.
Okay.
And that there's not really good news about anyone that has disappeared.
As you start explaining that to people, you can see people sort of, that over the top sort of gasp, and you can see that they're shocked by it, they're rocked by it, especially with one of the girls not making it home, the people going missing, and now the realization that it was someone that they knew that had been causing this trauma to the whole of the town. They are shaken by it. You see some people, the tears in some people's eyes. One of the ladies says thank you for helping with it. You know, and they don't really have much to offer, but they seem grateful that you've got to the bottom of the problem. Devon heads back out of the room and sort of pulls you over, or calls you over. As he does, he asks you what happened. You go through the same scenario again. As that happens, you manage to catch up to Helena, Ignis. She's walking away with a child. You can see that she's upset. She's got a hand on sort of a child's shoulder, sort of walking him away from the town.
I'm gonna kind of like briskly walking to catch up with her.
Okay.
You know,
So you managed to catch up. She's not walking particularly quickly.
right.
Sort of
Yeah. I
hanging out.
just did that so I could catch up.
Mm-hmm.
To be
I wrote
So-
this for you.
no. Yeah. So I know we kind of got off on the wrong
Called you
foot,
my angle.
but this is
Okay,
something.
she turns around and looks at you as you start talking to her, even though
Well,
she
I mean,
hasn't quite noticed.
Well, I
Last time
kind
this
of
happened-
assumed that I called out her name when I got closer.
Oh, okay. So she
Yeah.
turns around and looks at you.
Yeah. That we kind of got off on a bit of the wrong foot, but this is the last thing that Brian wrote before he disappeared, and it was something for you, and I hand her the letter.
Okay. She looks at you. She looks you in the eyes. She is a little bit wary of you because
Right.
of the way that the first and only time that you met transpired. She says thank you and sort of walks off reading the letter while still ushering the child away. As you watch as she walks into the distance, you can see that her shoulders start to sort of quiver. You're not sure if it's tears or laughter. You know, as you see someone sort of their
Always be
shoulders
laughter.
down. As she kind of walks off into the sort of distance, I guess, a little bit as you stand there watching.
I'm gonna follow her for a bit, keeping my distance, but just in eye shot
Okay.
for a bit.
That's fine. She's wandering off. You can see she's heading towards a house on the
What about the
outskirts.
kids?
You can see she's heading towards a house on the outskirts and still leading the child.
Oh,
You assume this is the child's home, but you know, as you're standing keeping an eye out, she's wandering off in that direction. You guys, I take it you've finished explaining to Devon what's going on.
yeah, okay.
Is there anything particularly you want to tell him, or other than the whole story? You know, is there anything you want to leave out, put in? Is there?
I kind of mentioned the armor thing again because I don't want him to think that I stole it from him or like killed him and stole it or
Yeah,
something.
as you
Which means
mentioned
exactly
the
what happened, but
yeah.
Well,
As you
yeah.
mentioned the armor, he kind of sort of waves his hand towards you to gesture not to worry about it. This gesture you pick up on,
okay.
and kind of understand. He's visibly upset. You know, he's shaken by what's happened in the town of late. He thanks you. He's sort of thanks for finding out what happened. If I'd have known he was this dangerous, I'd have ended it there. You know, he kind of blames himself a little bit for letting Kern head off into the distance. You know, and he's genuinely quite upset by it. He gestures you to follow him into the town watch. You see, as you remember from last time, you see the cells to the left. You see a partition wall at the back of the room, and you can see Brian's corpse lying on the bed in that room. His eyes closed from Brian, from Devon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I probably should have did that.
closing it.
Sorry, everybody.
Brian walks over to his desk. Sorry, Devon walks over to his desk and he opens the drawer and pulls out 5 gold, which he puts on the table for each of you. There's 15 gold essentially. He asks if you can give the extra gold to Ignis when you next see him.
Yeah, sure, totally.
You obviously mentioned the journal that you found in this story. What did you tell him about what you knew about Kern?
I got to think of what I knew about him because They're one of the journals that I didn't. No, I got to read all the journals.
Yeah,
so-
you all read the
Yeah.
journal.
Yeah, so I talked about how, I guess for me, it's kind of it's not necessarily, it would be a story of him being evil as much as him on a quest to try and bring back someone he loved. So I kind of almost see it as a noble goal. However, the way he did it wasn't necessarily the most proper route. So
Okay.
I guess it's not a story of hate and like me just being like, he's horrible, he's evil, and blah blah blah. It's a story of sorrow. It's a story of loss.
So Devin asks if he can see the journal. Did any of you pick it up, or did you leave it where it was? Or
I think Jesse had it.
I didn't pick it up. I
Okay.
read it.
okay, so he says, in the morning we'll head out. We'll pick up the bodies. We'll give them proper burials. We'll make sure the building is closed again and secure. He thanks you. He says that obviously you guys. One of the things that he remembers you guys from saying last time out is that you were bumped into a group of mercenaries who were hunting the Crimson Lotus.
Yes.
Yes.
And he asks what your next goal is now. Where are you heading, really, or are you staying here?
I mean, Brian's house seems open. I might move in there, but no, I don't know. What's the plan, guys? We had to go to, was it the capital?
Yeah. So what you remember from everything that's happened? You remember Aidan Abelgrain saying, or actually, you remember Helena, Tabitha saying that the men in the Crimson Lotus spoke to a man through a portal, and they mentioned Ulrock. And you sort of remember Aidan Abelgrain at that point saying, if that's what they mentioned, you need to get that information to Data Seldin in the capital. Why don't you all make me a history check?
Okay.
Although I'm not there.
Yes.
Yeah, you are still
That's a
watching.
perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
So you although
Good 20. Good nat
not
20.
from necessarily being from here, you know quite a lot of the history. You've done a lot of study. You know quite a lot of the history of Tehran. What you know most of all about the history of Tehran, as I try and find my notes.
My mother was from Tehran.
You know.
That's why I took the time to do the research on the area.
Yeah. What do you know? Here we go. So you know that a long, long time ago, about 45,000 years before today, the Dead Sea was opened in a different continent, causing evil to flood out. One of those, or some of that evil, found its way to Tehran. The Council of Israel at that time was still founded and was still running all of the cities in Tehran rather than just Israelware. And a man on the council, a sorcerer called Baron Utor, saw this as an opportunity to seize control of all of Tehran, and made a deal with a demon called Ulrock. He gained a huge amount of power at that point in time, and a massive war ensued between the armies of Israel and Ulrock and his evil army that he'd managed to obtain through the deal with Ulrock. The fight raged on, and as all hope seemed to be lost, Elarasara Marillion, an elven cleric, called upon her god, the god Hroth of winter, in their hour of need, and a massive battle ensued between the god, the deity, and the demon. Hroth was victorious and banished Ulrock to an eternity under the mountain of Shamalok, the largest mountain in the south of Tehran. You also know that that as Utor's last stand, as he knew that his time was running out, he pulled down a massive meteor storm upon Tehran, leaving damage and chaos in its wake. And you know that some of those meteors, over the course of time, have rumored to contain magical powers. They are scattered around the landscape, but most of them have been picked for their magical stone, where they're found, in the hope that they can enhance magic or hinder magic, depending on the meteor itself. That's pretty much what you know about Ulrock. You know that it's banished or that this demon is banished under the mountain of Shamalok, if history is to be believed. And it's quite a strong case that exists, and that if they are going after it, it would be a very, very bad thing.
So I tell everybody that I know this.
Okay, pass that information on. Ignis isn't there, but at that point, we'll snap back to Ignis, who's watching Helena walk off to this house. She knocks on the door. Another female opens the door and sort of greets a child. She looks up and sees that Helena is upset, and she asks what's wrong. You can't really tell that, but that's what happened,
Right.
because you're far enough away.
Yeah.
At that point, she gestures her indoors.
She's crying because there's a weird stalker following
Yeah,
her.
she gestures her indoors and puts her arm around her as they walk into the house.
I love a happy ending.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay
Don't worry,
there
guys, I got
for
a plan.
for a few more minutes just to see
Okay.
if
Are you
she comes
doing
back
it?
comes back out or not.
Are you doing it
Yeah.
stealthily, or are
window.
you kind of just standing right in the middle of the street, just staring at the house?
Yeah, it's like Halloween. Michael Myers and the
Yeah.
person just standing there in the.
I'm keeping the same distance, but on my back up against a tree and like my arms behind my head, kind of
You
just like.
lean coolly against a tree.
Mhm.
We'll snap back to you guys. You Devon, obviously, upon hearing this information, and from what he knew of what you said the night before, says, "Look, I can't give you much, but I can provide you a wagon and a horse for the journey. It's about a week to a week and a half's worth of travel, depending on the weather and how well the travel goes. It's all I've got. We can give you some food to try and help you on your way, maybe some ale, but that's all I can offer you."
All right, and then I asked him to also tell the people on the farm that we found out what was happening to their cattle,
Yeah.
and then hopefully with the, I guess the necroman should be the proper term, fleeing. Hopefully they won't have to worry about it as much, at least anymore.
Yeah, Devon asks if you have any idea where he might be heading.
Through a big purple portal.
Somewhere.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay, and that pretty much is kind of where we end, essentially. Kyle, you still stand looking at the house.
Yeah.
It's a house.
Mm-hmm.
Sun
The
slowly setting in the background. You're still standing outside. It's pitch
Yeah.
black.
I mean, I
Power
probably waited there for like 10 to 15 minutes to see if she.
Okay, so you wander back up to.
Yeah, if she came back out or not.
You wander back up to the town.
I give you 5 gold.
She hasn't returned.
All right.
You guys meet in the center of town. Quintok comes out of the tavern, says, "Look, I haven't got much, but I've heard what you've done. If you want to stay another night, you can do that. If you're heading off to Fairsrower in the morning, you can stay, have a night's sleep and another meal. It's the least we can do for you." That's pretty much it. What do you guys want to do?
I guess we're having a sleepover at Quintok's house.
Okay, you're back in the storeroom again. He warned you about stealing anything, and I guess we'll leave it there. It's 12:20.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Next episode, you guys will be making your way to the capital. You also get to level up.
Woo.
What?
To level 2,
Nice.
oh boy.
Whoa.
Woo.
I'm almost to level 3. I can't wait.
Yeah.
You get to level up, and that's pretty much it. We'll do that off camera.
Yep.
Do any of you want to
Nice.
spend some time looking at the items you picked up? 25.
Yeah.
Since you're the only one who picked them up. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know what they are to a point.
Awesome.
Mhm.
A locket.
You
Yeah.
got a locket, yeah.
And
That
then
may or may not do some
You got a
crazy
portrait
stuff.
of a man with a mustache.
I'm gonna have a sweet kick-ass mustache.
I mean, you can have something.
Yeah. And a dagger on. Dagger.
Okay. Well, let's call it the end there. Thank you very much for playing, everybody.
Thanks for
Yeah.
having us, Scott.
Thanks for watching. Check out these guys' channel. We got Jordan from TrueFriendsGaming.
Hey, everybody, that's me.
We got ChibiKy from ChibiKy Plays and TrueFriendsGaming. That's Kyle.
Yo.
We've got 25 PlayerTwoInsertCoin. That's Jesse.
Hell yeah.
And I am ScottDogGaming. And hopefully we'll see you again next week for more.
Yep. Hopefully,
Hell yeah.
and hopefully we'll have possibly 1 or 2 more.
Maybe, yeah, there's
Depends.
potential for others to
Or
to
3
appear.
or 4 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's potential
Ooh.
for others to appear as the story progresses. So
Mhm.
hopefully, fingers crossed,
Yeah.
someone will understand 25's hand signals.
No, no one ever will.
I think to a point I will understand them. I'll just choose not to convey it.
Acknowledge them.
Yeah.
That's fair.
hmm
Until next time, everybody. Later.
Peace. And